So let's begin by settling the body, adopting a stable, comfortable, upright position serviceable for meditation. So we think about keeping our feet flat and our back straight, torso open. Hands in the lap, right over left, with the palms upturned and the thumbs gently touching. Our eyes are gently closed or slightly open, making sure we let in enough light to remain alert. Try to maintain an awareness of not slouching, not leaning. But we also let go of any unnecessary tension or rigidity in the body, relaxing into a stable, comfortable, upright position, just allowing the body to fall into place. And we begin to let go of attending to the outside world, allowing sights and sounds to be as they are without investigation constraining our awareness just to the body and mind. Letting go of thoughts of the past, plans for the future. Bringing our awareness into the present by attending closely to the physical sensation of the air as it moves into and back out of the tip of the nostrils. Noticing quickly when anything other than that one physical sensation is arising in the mind. And then, without judgment or frustration, to lift your awareness up from those distractions and place it gently but firmly again and again on the breath. And then, when the mind feels more calm and generate abroad, altruistic motivation for our time. So we take a moment to try to expand our motivation to embrace countless sentient beings within the field of our practice. So we think for a moment what our interest in spirituality is. What is it that we are looking for? And we think, what would it mean, not only for oneself, but for others, if we were to be successful? How would that allow us to benefit those around us? If we have some sense of past and future lives, how would that change allow us to be of benefit continually? So concentrate your mind on that end result that you yourself are seeking. And recognize that the way to accomplish that result is to begin to genuinely change your own mind. That the more natural and spontaneous your familiarity is with constructive, beneficial states of mind, then the more easily that will influence all of your interactions. The more naturally you turn away from destructive states of mind, the fewer and fewer sentient beings will be harmed. So make it strong motivation in your mind to engage in that process, to bring about that result. And then begin to contemplate the Buddha's teaching on Buddha nature. The fact that, as is the case with every other sentient being, we ourselves possess the ability to engage in this process of changing the mind, transforming the mind. At its most essential, the mind is an energy that is clear and knowing, that which can generate clarity and awareness. For us, also, we are dealing with afflictive states of mind that are kind of layered on top of the mind's essential nature. For us, we do struggle with intense anger, jealousy, covetousness, a greedy mind. But these are not in the nature of mind itself. They're fully removable from the mind, with training, with effort. So think for a moment of perhaps spiritual teachers that you know of that have made great progress. Stories from sutras of great masters. And of course, the Buddha himself. Try to become convinced of the mind's changeable nature through logic, recognizing that even oneself is not always angry, not always jealous. There are causes and conditions that come together and fall away. So new causes and conditions can be intentionally created. Then begin to recognize that not only is that the nature of my own mind, but that I myself live in relative peace, safety, comfort. I live in a time and a place where the complete teachings exist in the world, a time when the teachings are well understood, when there are living masters throughout the world able to help me understand it myself. And there are many places of learning, study, contemplation. So take stock in your own life, all of the incredibly fortunate causes and conditions that have come together for you. And contemplate when you survey all of the possibilities, the kinds of lives sentient beings could have. Really, within all of human history, there are very few other people who had a life that was more well suited to being able to make spiritual progress. Try to give rise to a visceral sense that each moment of this life is more precious than billions of dollars, mountains of gold and jewels, palaces. With this present perfect human rebirth, you can achieve anything that you want. Try to think along those lines until that visceral, strong sense arises in the mind. And then on the basis of that, try to give rise to a strong, unshakable determination to use every moment of the remainder in this life in the best way, to not let this opportunity pass, seeing its value, its preciousness, being determined to grow in wisdom, compassion, loving kindness, generosity, patience, ethics. So to concentrate, rest the mind in that determination, single pointedly, without distraction. And then when you're ready, we'll come back together. And we'll dedicate to recollect your altruistic motivation and think that by having engaged in this contemplation, you actualize that motivation, which has generated positive energy in your mind. Think that you freely offer the fruit of your practice, that positive energy for the benefit of all sentient beings without exception. Thinking strongly when this positive energy ripens, may it serve as a cause and condition to eliminate war and conflict, poverty, famine, disease, disasters, all painful inner and outer conditions. May it fully ripen the minds of all sentient beings. May they quickly meet perfect teachers and arise in the state of full enlightenment. May I too achieve the state of enlightenment so that I might work for the benefit of all sentient beings perfectly. May any obstacles facing the Guru-Song life be completely dispelled. May I and all sentient beings in this moment come under the joyful care and guidance of enlightened beings. Thank you.